Hello everyone and welcome to my first YouTube video. I've got my old Nokia phone here. It's actually not mine. My dad gave it to me. It was his old work phone. When these were like, I guess, the phones out there. But anyways, today it is about me playing my Aquarium Life game on the Nokia phone. So every time you log in, it's a different random fish from the game that goes across your screen. So currently I have an aquarium. This is my aquarium. And I've got a lot of fish in it right now. And too many to have others. So just go ahead and feed them real quick before I do anything else. Okay, so I'll introduce you to the fish I currently have. If we can see, well, that one's name is Cab. You can't see. That one's Cab. I have that one from like a few years ago when I was playing on this phone. All the other fish are new from today when I've been playing on it. We've got Apple is the pure yellow one. Hard Tree. It's kind of just an inside joke. Heck is the one of the white ones. This one's name, I think, is Bert. Spelled with a 3, yeah, instead of a E. We've got Chansey, which is Bert's child. And then it's got to tell me again that we have too many fish. We have Kuno, Hugh, Luck, and I believe that is the last one, unless there's one more. This one here, which I honestly don't think I'm going to keep. It's called Beb. Yes, okay, Beb. Okay. And so Cab, as you can see, Cab is the only one that has a pacifier. I don't know why that is. They normally have a pacifier when they're babies, but I think two glitches are going on right now. One is that Cab, because Cab's the only one I had from like years ago, like I said, when I was playing this game. Just like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I think it's just glitched to have the pacifier like permanently, and I don't know. And now when I do have baby fish, they're not spawning with the pacifier on like they're supposed to. They do eat a lot. These, I'll show you guys the whole menu in depth soon, but these fish that I currently have are the easiest fish to take care of. There's a lot of harder ones. And, oh, apparently it's already clean. And we'll get to that eventually. But I'm currently enjoying, like, the colors that I have right now. So here's the sell fish menu. So I've got all my fish here, and you kind of have to remember which ones are named which. You kind of will know who's who in the menu. So this is cab, because cab's the first one I had. And then it just goes in order of which ones you've, I guess, bred. So apple, hard tree, and so on and so forth. So now that I've sold a fish, we're able to have a new fish. And because I just painted my nails blue, I'm going to name my fish Blue, even though I'm not sure what colors they are. It'd be nice if you could know what they look like before you name them, but you can't expect much out of a phone like this, you know? So I am pretty obsessive about cleaning the tank, but you really can let it go for a while. So let's see what our new one is. I think it's another pure white, because I think I'm seeing 3 pure whites now. So the one we named Blue is actually a white one. So we've got Heck. Oh, I forgot which the second white one's name is. So I think, because I forget what the name of that other one is, probably gonna sell that one. So I know Heck was the first white one. So I'm going to sell this one. Okay, so we've got, I'll show you the menu. You can buy fish, of course. So let's go in there first. So we've got the ones that I've got, the standard ones. These ones are, you know, I apologize. They're still relatively easy to take care of, but, you know, they get a little bit more complicated. These ones are harder. These ones are harder. These ones are harder, but I don't usually buy these 3. Or 2? What? No, I think there's 3 after this one. Yeah, those 3 I don't tend to buy, but I like this one with the polka dots. The seahorse, I like the seahorse. And then we've got the turtle. And unfortunately you can't get the blue and green turtle, but you can only get 2 different types. There's just brown shell on both of them, and then there's like a lighter green and a darker green body that you can get. So they're pretty basic. Oh, I accidentally started the name of this one with an M. So I'm going to name this one Blue. It's, if you guys know the meme, then you'll know. Blue. I used to have another Blue, but I sold that one because I guess I didn't like the colors. Oh. Accidentally went into that menu. So those are the fish, and they get increasingly harder to take care of. And I'll be honest with you, for like an old Nokia game, these fish are so hard to take care of. There's Blue. But yeah, they get very finicky. So like, the fish can't really coexist. You can sort of get away with having this fish with like the polka dot one, but you absolutely cannot mix like literally any of the other ones. So you have to have straight just the same type of fish. So I can't even have like a single turtle in with my common fish. So aside from that, they have, if you could see when I was initially showing you all the names of the fish, they have stats. So their sociability is one of them. They have mood, and then they also have satiety. I don't know. They're basically how full they are. So yeah, I guess the more fish you have, the harder it is to keep them all, you know, fed, of course. You're just constantly having to feed them, right? And then another conflict you can run into with these fish is that if you have too many in the tank, they get mad and then they'll die if you don't fix that problem, like the harder fish. And then another issue that can arise is if you sell too many, even like, so like, for example, the seahorses, even if you sell like one of them, sometimes one will just randomly like have beef with you over you selling, I guess, one of its kind or whatever. And so it'll get mad and like just off itself basically due to low mood. If you don't get another seahorse, it's crazy. So I like the colors, like the pattern. Well, the colors for all the fish other than the turtles are the same. But I like the striped basic fish because, I mean, they look cool, and then also they just don't give me really that many issues. Like if I were to sell like, say 5 of them at a time, one of them would probably get mad. And then I'd have to buy another one to kind of make them not mad at me anymore. But for the most part, like, these guys are relatively easy to take care of. But once I get bored of these colors, I am going to sell them all and buy the spotted ones. And you guys can see the difference in how those ones are to take care of. I do have my nice fish background here. I have my worm here as well. Speaking of worms, I do have a pet worm that I might share on this channel at some point, depending on how committed I get to this. I mostly just thought it was really cool that this game, like, I still have this game and it exists, and it's just a really cool, like, I guess, sign of the time that it came from. And I don't know exactly how I'm trying to describe it, but I thought it was a cool piece of history to share with the internet, basically. So I really wanting me to sell some fish, so I think I will. I'm sorry, Mlu. I'm just not enjoying the colors that much of that one. Oh my goodness. Immediately. Let's go with indigo. If I can remember how to spell that. If you couldn't tell, I do like the color blue. I don't know if the satiety, I still don't know if I'm saying that right. So I guess indigo is is pink and white. But yeah, I don't know if the satiety goes down quicker for the other fish, like the higher level fish. I haven't really been able to keep them alive for long enough to really figure that out. I do really like the seahorses, and I can sort of keep them alive, like I said, if they're the only fish that I have in the aquarium. So another cool thing in this game is the decorations. So I do have quite a few already. But we've got like the dirt, like different types of dirt. I don't know why you can buy algae dirt, but you can if you want. There's like the half gravel, half dirt. There's the full gravel, a few plants, and other kind of objects and stuff like that that you can get for your tank. And then different lights. So that's just the standard black light that like kind of you start with. We've got the yellow light. This light changes and it just shifts from black to yellow. And then we have the one that I have, which is just the rainbow, basically. It shifts from all of the different colors, which I think is cool. And I like to see the different color backgrounds against like my fish, the different colors of fish that I have. I really wish they would only tell you once that you can't have any more fish, instead of continuing to tell me every time they try to make me a baby. But I do not know how complicated it was to program that kind of stuff into the games back then, so this is probably just what was easiest for them at the time. Depending on if I do this long term, I probably get some sort of like tripod setup or something. I apologize for how shaky this video probably is. But yeah. So these fish are pretty cool. And I would be sad to see them go, but I may go ahead and buy the spotted ones. Just so that you all can see that. I'm definitely gonna sell indigo because we already have Chansey. And immediately we get another fish. So I don't know. Maybe like Delta. I really just come up with this stuff as like literally basically the first thing that comes into my mind. Because as you can see, you get a lot of fish. So okay, we got another pure white one. Oh, I think I sold the wrong one. I think I sold blue. I'm just gonna name this a random letter because I'm just gonna sell them all. Poor blue. Rest in peace, blue. It's gonna be hard to see some of these fish go, especially cab. We'll try to keep cab because cab was the OG. And yeah, say goodbye to all our fish. We can obviously get these fish again, but it'll be cool to see new colors, new types of fish. There's my cat meowing a little bit in the background. He's probably gonna try to come and sit in my lap. Nope. So that's cab. Oh yeah, see, they get so mad if you sell them. Well, too bad you're getting sold anyways, so. Did I accidentally sell cab? I might have. Oh yeah, see, they're getting pissed. So we're just gonna have to buy one. I'll show you. Like when you buy one, I'm not keeping it anyways. They calm down. That one honestly doesn't look bad with the fish that we currently have. It's got like teal markings on it. It's like the dark blue and teal. So let's see, did I sell cab? I think I sold cab, I'll be real with you. Yeah, we sold cab. We've got luck. Yeah, I was just kind of talking and I lost track of not selling cab. So since we're selling them all, it doesn't really matter if they get mad at us. Oh, see, that one got so mad it died. So yeah, that's what happens sometimes when you, when you sell them too fast. They just get so mad and then they die. So now we've got a blank slate, no fish to our name. Oops. So, our first speckled fish, well, I don't know. Let's name them Frizzle after Miss Frizzle. Oh. So this one's kind of like a light blue with like lime spots. Pretty. I like that a lot. So we can buy another one. So this one, I'm gonna name Albert, but also with a E in memory of Bert. With the E. Alright, Albert. Oh wow, Albert also looks very cool. It's like a nice kind of aqua with the magenta spots. Let's buy one more just for a little bit of variety. And this one we'll name Beck. Oh, Beck is also kind of like an aqua. Yeah, Beck is like aqua and dark blue. I would say like very great color combos that we got for our first 3 blue, or spotteds, I should say. And now we just wait. See if they're hungry. Yep. A little bit. Looks like they might all eat one. Oh no. Frizzle does not want it. There's not much else we can do. We can kind of maybe look to see if we want to buy another object. But my aquarium's pretty full as it is. Might switch back to the dirt and gravel that I had before and see how that looks with the current plants and everything that I have. let's see. How are we feeling about this versus how it looked before? I'll keep it like this for now, and if anybody actually watches this video, you can tell me if you like the gravel before or if you like this better. Also, feel free to leave name suggestions for fish in the comments, and any other suggestions for what you would want. I can also start fresh, like with 0 credits and nothing in my tank and everything like that, and have to build up from there. So, if enough people, I guess, request that, I could do that. I'm quite fond of this tank that I've built this, though, and having a lot of money kind of helps because eventually I will want to get seahorses and they are expensive to kind of get into. Because if we look, they're 90 each, and they also are very finicky, like I said, so I might need to be buying extras to, like, if they're mad that there's not enough of them in the tank, or if I sell one too quickly and they get mad or something like that, you know? So, oh, they're not hungry right now. Well, Frizzle was very hungry. She ate 2, actually. Okay, pop off, queen. So another thing you can do is touch the aquarium. I mean, it's kind of mean. You're scaring the fishes, but if you do, they just kind of like run off the screen, basically. You can try to target a few of them. Yeah, they just kind of dart off the screen, you know? So, and I think when their eyes get wide, pretty sure this is what's going on, that means that they are ready to have a child, a baby fish. So it's looking like one of our, so I think the third one we got, I forget the third one, but I know Albert was the second one, so I think Albert is the one with the wide eyes right now. And what did we name? Beck. Beck was the third one. So we'll see. We'll see. As you can see, when you have a lot of fish, it does not take long at all for babies to come your way. But when you only have a few, it really does kind of take a while. We can maybe just buy one more. Oh wait, I think I just sold one. I am, you know, me and technology, I'd say. So we sold Frizzle, so let's just pretend that didn't happen. Frizzle. Oh, this Frizzle is even cooler. It's the dark blue with yellow spots. Okay, cool. And we'll buy one more. We were going to do that anyways before I sold. Rest in peace, the first Frizzle. So this one I'm going to name Daphne. Just because we're on the topic of old, like, cartoons and such. Don't make fun of me if I'm spelling this wrong. Daphne. Daphne looks exactly like Albert. Or wait, that's Beck. Why is Albert not all like happy anymore, is he? Oh no, Albert is. Okay, so it's looking like probably Albert and Beck are gonna have a child. Which kind of makes sense because I sold the first Frizzle. Rest in peace. May she rest in peace. Remember that time she popped off and ate 2 food pellets? We will never forget those moments with Miss Frizzle. Come on. I will wait until we have our first spotted. Oh, there we go. Okay, so our first one between Beck and Albert. Let's name it Cab. Rest in peace, Cab. So even these spotted fish are supposed to have pacifiers when they're born. But they just, oh wait, no, okay. Well, that went away quickly. So anyways, there is Cab. Who I believe had very similar, I think Cab was blue and white, like dark blue and white, so, you know, got the dark blue like Cab did. So, we have 2 identical ones. We've got Beck and we have Daphne. Let me know in the comments who you'd rather me sell. If I get any comments, tell me if you want Beck or Daphne to go. Because I don't really like having 2 of the same ones. Unless it kind of just goes with the vibe, and this is not going with the vibe. So anyways, I think that this shall be it for my first YouTube video with my fish. I'll show you the logging out. Just goes, yep, back there. I also have bowling. I might show that off sometime, but yeah, those are my 2 games that I have on my little Nokia that my dad gave me when I was a child. And it still has the stickers that I put on there when I was a kid. So thank you very much for watching. Me and my worm will see you later.